Hello everyone, this is Dr. Shriteja, dermatologist and cosmetologist, founder of SkinMed Skin Hair Laser Cosmetology Center. I hope everyone are fine staying indoors. Today we're gonna talk about the common myths about skin and hair. I know many of you have believed so many things which are true, and I think so many of you have tried also at your homes. So it's a request from my side. Before starting the session, I would ask each and every one of you to please comment the myth which you have believed. I mean, many of you might have used something for like years, and then finally it's like you have realized one day that what you're doing is not correct. So we are gonna talk about all the myths and facts today. So please post one myth which you believed since ages. So here I'm starting the session. I'm Dr. Shriteja, dermatologist and cosmetologist, founder of SkinMed Skin Clinic, Vizag. Firstly, thank you Mankind Pharma for giving a great opportunity to connect with all my people. So we'll start the session. The first myth which many of us believed before was you don't need sunscreen if you're staying indoors. That's wrong. That's completely wrong, because there is something called as intrinsic aging and there is something called as extrinsic aging. So you age with your chronological age and also with the sun exposure. So whenever you see the sky is gray, you have to apply a sunscreen. Now there are many people who ask me what type of sunscreen should I use. So should I go for higher SPF ones, or should I go for the one with more price, or that's a common doubt. So you can start with SPF of 30 to 40, and you can reapply once or twice when you're outdoors. And yeah, so SPF means sun protection factor. So it can range from 30 to 40. You can start from 30 to 40. And second myth, it's okay to touch your face. It is never okay to touch your face, because what happens throughout the day, we touch a lot of things like the doorknobs, the keychains and everything, and finally what you do is you touch your face like that. So what happens, you're making the bacteria sit on your skin from that. And also the common mistake which everyone does is, how often do you clean your mobile phones? Yeah, I want your answer in the comment section. How many of you thought exactly to clean your mobile phone? So what you have to do is, even your mobile is a potential for mite. So whenever as you're applying something on your face, you have to wash your hands and apply. Similar way, whenever you're using your mobile, say you're touching something and you're touching your mobile and using it like that. So you should clean your mobile at least once a day. You can clean with normal alcohol swabs, or normal wet wipes is also fine. So that will help in lodging of bacteria from your mobile onto your face. Okay. And I've seen a lot of clients who touch their acne with their hands. They actually feel a little bit of satisfaction when they prick everything, but that should never be done. That will finally end up in pigmentation and scar. So you should always prevent that. You should never touch your face and never irritate your acne with your fingers. Third myth, hot showers are good for your skin. It's completely wrong. So what happens when you expose, our skin has natural protection barrier. When you expose your skin to hot showers or hot water, what happens, our moisture will get decreased. So you're reducing the natural barrier. So you should always use lukewarm water. Not only for face wash, for also showers, you should always use lukewarm waters. I know after long day of work, hot showers are very tempting, but then you should never do that. Next thing, you don't need moisturizer for oily skin. That's absolutely wrong, because as I told you, our skin has natural moisturizing barrier, which we call as ceramide skin protection barrier. So what you have to use is, you should always use a moisturizer. Once you clean your face with a mild cleanser, you should use a moisturizer. If it is an oily skin, you can go with a gentle moisturizer. I know there are so many comments coming up. We're gonna answer everything once we finish these myths for some time. Next, the more you exfoliate, the better. So it's never like that. What happens is, many of my clients, what they do is, they tell me, ma'am, I do scrubbing like twice a day or thrice a day, like that. So that should never be done. You can scrub your face 2 to 3 times a week, not more than that. Next, I'll talk about few procedures. Okay, like there are many myths about procedures. So first we'll talk about peel. Chemical peels will leave you with significant downtime. That is absolutely wrong, because there is hardly any downtime for your chemical peels, because people think, chemical peels will hurt your skin and will make your face fiery red and you cannot go out. So that's absolutely wrong. There are advanced peels which will not cause any, not much of downtime. You can, once you get peeled, and the next day itself you can attend your work or attend a party. That is completely fine. But whenever you schedule for a party or a function, we usually avoid peels for 7 days. But then the peel will not result in a redness, or it will not hurt your skin. Chemical peels can be performed at home. That is completely wrong, because it should always be performed by a certified dermatologist. Next one, chemical peels are beneficial for those with problem skin. That's completely a false statement, because anyone can get the peel done, because the peel helps in regeneration of your skin. Regeneration and rejuvenation of the skin is the main function of the peel. So whoever thinks they have dull skin, they can get peel done. The peel also helps, for the regeneration of the skin. It helps you reducing your pigmentation. So it can be done not only for the problematic skin, but also for the normal skin. Next, having a chemical peel is a one-time solution. Having a beautiful skin is not a miracle, that needs so many things to be done. So it's not a one-time solution. It depends on the amount of problem you're having on your skin, or the skin type. So sometimes it may go up to 6 to 8 sessions, for complete benefit. Chemical peels are bad for you. They're never bad for you. They're good for your skin, because not every person is exposed to same type of peel. There are different peels, and also different peels will suit different skin. So they're never bad for you. Done, and if you get it done under a certified dermatologist, they're always good. Next one, we'll talk a few myths about laser hair reduction. So lasers expose you to radiation. That is again a complete false statement, because the radiation which you are exposed by sun is more than our lasers, because our lasers directly hit the target, that is pigment of the hair follicle, and break the follicle, so that what happens, the thicker hair becomes thinner gradually. So they're all safe. They're not exposing to any radiation, and they do not cause any cancer, because they're that safe. And lasers can cause burns. See, if the laser is US FDA approved one, and if it is done under a certified dermatologist, they'll never cause burns. Laser hair reduction hurts. Obviously there are painful procedures and pain-free procedures. At SkinMed we have pain-free laser hair reduction, so it's never gonna hurt you. Lasers are expensive treatments. Again, it's a wrong statement, because the amount you spend for lifetime waxing and other conventional methods is more than you spend for lasers. All lasers are same and meant only for women. See, again, that's a wrong statement, because there are many different types of lasers, and in SkinMed we obviously have US FDA approved laser that is good for you, and lasers are not meant only for women. For men, we do beard shaping also. Lasers are a lifelong process. They are not lifelong process, because it takes around 6 to 8 sessions and hardly few maintenance sessions to get the results. It's not gonna take you lifelong to get the results, because many are in this conception, because they'll be like, is it true, like will I get rid of my hair permanently? You will get rid of your hair permanently. It's laser hair reduction, not removal. It's not gonna happen overnight, but within like few sessions, within few months, you're gonna get rid of everything. Next one. Next, we'll talk about myths about brightening laser. Lasers can cause pigmentation. Again, a false statement, because lasers are meant to treat your pigmentation. They will never cause pigmentation, even because what happens, the laser light will target the pigment of your skin, and it will break your pigment into smaller particles. So what happens, gradually the pigmentation which is there on your skin is gradually gonna reduce. So what happens, that is why they're used for brightening of the skin. You can get brightening of your face, underarms, arms, feet, and everything. Lasers are only meant for deeply pigmented skin. That is again a false statement, because lasers will help in collagen production, and also they'll reduce fastening of wrinkles. So it helps in skin regeneration, and whoever are looking for softening of the skin can get the laser hair reduction done. Stopping laser treatments can cause skin to deteriorate. Again, it's a false statement, because once you're bright, you're bright. I cannot take it back. But then it also depends on how you maintain your skin, because I've seen most of my clients who maintain pretty well, because we obviously age. So when there is aging, there are few changes. So you need to take care of them. So what you have to do is you should follow a regular skincare routine. For example, the basic things first: mild cleanser in the morning, sunscreen, and then at night again a mild cleanser and a night cream. These two are like basic maintenance, because once you're bright and you go to Goa without a sunscreen, you get you get exposed to sun like anything for 10 days, and you expect to be bright. That should not be the case. You should always follow your maintenance regime. And yeah, all lasers are the same. Like I told you, all brightening lasers are not the same. There are different types of lasers. And a few facts about anti-aging. Botox and fillers are needed for people above 50 years. Because many of my clients, when I suggest an anti-aging treatment for a person aged like 35 years, they're like, oh no doctor, I'm not that age, I know that people over 50 should get these treatments done, but I'm not in that age. So it's a complete myth, because the early you start, the better it is. I would say you have to start taking care of your skin starting from teenage, because that is the age where you have a lot of hormonal changes, a lot of acne, marks, scars, and everything. So your skincare should start as early as you're in your early teens, and then when you reach your 30s, you have to start taking care of your skin, because at that time you are in a peak phase of your career, and the early you maintain, the better it is. There's no need for you to wait till 50 years to look young. If you start early, say if you're starting by 29 or 30, you can maintain the look like that. Few facts about hair. Frequent shampooing will cause hair loss. That's again a false statement, because if you use a mild shampoo, it's always better. You can shampoo your hair every day also, not a problem. Frequent oiling of your hair will cause hair growth. No, oiling, actually, if you ask me, I've stopped oiling of my hair way back in 2007. So the concept of oiling is, whenever you apply oil, you need to massage your scalp. So you can oil your hair like 1 hour before you are shampooing also, that's completely fine. But that's not the one which is gonna cause you hair growth, because hair growth will depend on other factors also, like like the genetic factors. And first we have to rule out the causes which are leading to your hair loss. For example, see, for women with anemia or hypothyroidism, there will be hair loss. So first we have to rule out the cause. We'll start treatment for that, medical treatment for that. So that will help in reducing your hair loss. And up to 80 to 100 hair loss per day is completely normal, because there are few people who get 10, even they see 10 or 20. That's not the way. There should be hair regeneration also, right? So 80 to 100 hair loss per day is completely normal. If you think you have more for longer time, please consult your nearest dermatologist. There is no permanent treatment for hair loss. That is again a false statement, because there are many advanced treatments for hair loss. Say for example, around 30 to 40% of the men who have androgenic alopecia, like male pattern baldness, can actually have a very good improvement if they've started treatment in their early times. For example, early stages, where they initially notice a few hair loss, receding hairline and receding in the frontal area and also in the center. If they start early, they'll have very good results. There's no need to wait till you're completely bald. The earlier you start, the much better it is, always. So that's it from my side, and I'll just go through your comments. Hello everyone, hello. Shekhar Reddy garu, Balakrishna garu, Manoj garu, hello everyone. Suraj Shashi garu is asking which is the good sunscreen for an oily skin. So you can, for oily skin, first you should follow a skincare routine. Like I told you, mild cleanser in the morning, you can start a toner, and you can go with a gel based sunscreen. That will be good for you. Naveen Gowda Garu is asking, ma'am, please suggest some good tips to prevent hair fall. So that depends on what type of hair fall you're having. Like I told you, if you have less than 100 hair loss per day, that's normal. But if you have more than 100, we need to once examine you through a hair scope, and then we should actually see the cause. For normal tips, you can always have more protein in your diet. For example, have handful of dry fruits per day, and have proteinaceous food every day, so that it gives actually strength to your hair. And for women, please avoid constant straightening of your hair, and don't expose your hair to the hot condition. What happens when you expose it to heat? There will be breakage of strand, and also there will be hair loss. That should be prevented. Ashwini Gupta Garu is asking, ma'am, which SPF protect or type of sunscreen given all day protection to use once daily? Ma'am, SPF means sun protection factor. You can start with SPF of 30 to 40, and you can reapply once. It's not like once in a day. If you're traveling or something, you can reapply again. It's good at least to apply sunscreen twice a day. Frequently using shampoo does dulls hair color. No, that's not it. You can always use a mild shampoo. Balakrishna garu is asking, eyes కింద black marks గురించి చెప్పండి ma'am. Yeah, so that's a common thing which everybody will face, the dark circles. So I see a lot of teenagers also having these dark circles. So maybe it is genetic, and so what you have to do is, I'll tell you few tips to do at home which are very easy during this quarantine. So you have this green tea bags, right? So you can just keep them on your eyes for some time, for say 20 minutes a day. Or what you can do is, you can dip your cotton in cold milk and then apply on your eyes, just like astringent effect, like the way you use rose water and everything. That can be done. And have proper sleep, say 8 hours a day, and decrease your screen time, as a lot of people on the screens for hours. Take a screen break. Okay. Is matte finish sunscreen good for your face? That depends on your skin type, ma'am. Please message me your skin type, then I could suggest you accordingly. So Arun Rajput is asking about acne. So, everybody will have one or two acne during their lifetime. That's a normal process, but you should take care so that acne is not leaving you any side effects like marks and scars. So the care should start early. So if I talk about acne prone skin, so whenever you have acne prone skin, you have to avoid scrubbing daily. That's the number one. And number two, like I told you, the skincare routine should be followed. And number three, for women, we should always rule out PCOD, where the woman will have irregular cycles, thicker hair over her chin. It's called as hirsutism. That should be ruled out. So PCOD should be treated. Along with that, we do acne clear therapies for pimples, and also for thicker hair, we do laser hair reduction. And for women with PCOD, you can also do exercise at home. At least 20 minutes a day exercise is a must. And have your hormonal profile done regularly, like every 6 months. Ma'am, daily head bath leads to hair fall. It's just a myth, ma'am. Even though you wash I wash my hair every alternate day. You can wash your hair daily, and make sure you use a mild shampoo, and don't brush your hair when it is wet. Let it dry, let it towel dry, and then you can comb your hair, because whenever it is wet, it is more weak. Srinivas Garu is asking, my skin is oily and acne prone. Can you guide me? What are the treatment options and home remedies without lesser side effects? Fine. Sir, so when you have acne prone skin, just let us know the stage of acne. So if it is mild acne, if you follow good skincare routine, that will be nice. And you can use some benzyl peroxide creams. That will help you. Benzyl peroxide at night and sunscreen in the morning. That will surely help you. And dandruff के लिए shampoo, you can use anything with ketoconazole 2%. You can apply, wait for around 5 to 10 minutes, and then rinse it off. Some tips for glowing skin, Aishi ma'am. So like I told you, it's a continuous process. It's not just you apply some cream, the answer always, like that. But then naturally it's not the way you don't apply some cream today to be bright tomorrow. It's a continuous process. Like I told you, follow your good skincare routine. First, like what I would suggest everyone is, if you have something, get treated first and then maintain. Because there's no point in maintaining a dull skin. So whatever you think you have the issues, say for example, few of them will be having pigmentation, few of them will be having acne, dull skin, get them treated first and then maintain your glowing skin. That is a better option. And if you're already glowing, just maintain that with your sunscreen and night cream, with a good skincare routine, good nutrition. Pankaj Sharma Garu is asking, for dandruff, what should we do? Shampoo or frequently applying oiling 3 times a week? So as I told you, oiling is, the concept of oiling is just to massage your scalp so that you have a little more blood supply. Oil is not used as a treatment for dandruff. You can go with anti-dandruff shampoos containing ketoconazole 2%, apply them all over your scalp, wait for 10 to 20 minutes, and then wash it off. What are the criteria? Brijesh Dodia sir is asking, which are the criteria for selection of sunscreen for oily skin, sir? For men, I would suggest go with an SPF of 40 to 50. Go with gel-based sunscreen if you have an oily skin. Please suggest good moisturizer for face. So depending on your skin type, if it is an combination skin, you can go with normal Cetaphil moisturizer also, or any mild moisturizer which has less fragrance. This is a common myth again. Prakash sir, thanks for the wonderful question. Madam, should we stick to particular shampoo while using on hair? It's commonly believed myth, sir. Your hair is all it's a dead thing. It won't get adjusted to a particular shampoo because it depends on completely the environment and the stage which we are in. It's not the hair, so it's okay to use whatever mild shampoo, whatever mild shampoo you want. Is no criteria ki you have to stick only with this shampoo. You can use a mild shampoo and a conditioner from here till here. That's it. Rajesh Kumar sir is asking, my age is 29, suffering with hair falls in 7 years. Sir, I would suggest you to go with an online consultation with us, and then I can suggest you the right thing because you've already taken treatment for some time. So we can look after the issue and we can suggest you the right treatment. But it will definitely result in hair regrowth. Ma'am, suggest some good tips for preventing hair fall. Lohitan Sriram sir is asking. Sir, definitely. First, basic things first. Basically, your nutrition. Please take care of your nutrition. And second thing, use a mild shampoo and a conditioner daily. That obviously will not cause much of hair loss, but it's good to have a protect the texture of your skin. Yeah. Thirdly, if you have any other issues, you have to get it treated. For example, if you have a genetic hair loss, it's better you get treated for that. Lenin Kumar Karri sir, I've got good result in your clinic and suggested my friends. So thank you so much, sir. Chilka sir is asking, one of my friend has acne hole, how to clear? Please tell me. So I think you meant acne scar. So we have to actually examine the skin, sir, whether it is a only few scars or number of scars and the type of skin. It's better if you can suggest them for an online consultation because scar is a dead tissue. We cannot actually do something for the scars. It's better they get some treatment done so that they'll have clear skin forever. Prasanna ma'am is Prasanna Babu sir is asking, my skin is black, please advise me, ma'am. Sir, please start as sunscreen and a night cream. First, start your skincare routine correctly, and then we can suggest you a good brightening creams. So at least stick to your skincare routine first, and you can add vitamin C serums to your skincare routine, so that will give you good benefit. If it is not reducing, then you can come for a consultation and get treatments done like peels, brightening lasers and everything. Ramil Gag sir is asking, what are the risks with laser hair removal treatment, sir? There are no such risk if you get it done under a certified cosmetologist, and if the laser is USFDA approved laser. At SkinMed we have USFDA approved lasers, and there are no much side effects because we are all trained, and there's no risk. Only when the client is pregnant or lactation, we'll never do the lasers. Other than that, it's completely fine to get laser treated above the age of 16. So we start only after 16. It's completely safe. Maximum side effect you will notice is slight redness, which will last only for half an hour. That is it. Nothing much more than that. Okay, Rajnikant sir is asking, my brother is having hair loss, going to be completely bald. He'll help me. Sir, if he is about to go bald, I would suggest you to please go for an online consultation. I'll examine him and suggest the treatment accordingly. Yeah, that's again a great question, Sunil sir. Is it bad plucking gray hair and it grows more? That is, a myth that was believed since ages. It's completely false, because there is no chance. See, for example, your hair is like this, and you prick something, and the other one won't become gray. Graying of hair is completely genetic. When you prick it, it's not gonna spread, throughout other hair. So it's only that when you prick more, there'll be scarring, and even this area you will not have the growth of hair. So it's better you avoid it like that. Manoj sir is asking, ma'am, PRP treatment for hair growth will work out and grow the hair compulsory or not? Sir, PRP treatments for hair growth will work when done under a proper kit and a certified dermatologist. Nothing to worry about that. It depends on the number of sessions and how the protocol is followed. We will show you almost very good results with PRP treatments. Next. Hi Kaushal sir, he's asking any tips for pimple prone skin. As I've already discussed, acne prone skin, you have to be very careful while rubbing anything on your face, even touching your face. Always touch your face, wash your face after washing your hands. Follow a mild cleanser, gel based sunscreen, and you can use retinol based creams and benzoyl peroxide based creams at night for your acne. And if it is increasing, like if you have say more than 10 or 20 pimples on your face, better get treatment done. You can always consult your nearest certified dermatologist. Uday Parekh sir is asking, madam, suggest diet plan for healthy skin. So for healthy skin, it's the regular one. Please concentrate on ideal nutrition, like have protein rich diet, and hydrate your skin well. Okay, and then have more of vitamin C rich products like your orange and lemon. That will help in glowing skin. For hair fall, always protein. Ramal Gag sir is asking, for my relative, wrinkles are going on the offensive side. Should we go for anti-wrinkle creams or fillers? So when you see a person with more wrinkles, you can suggest them anti-aging treatments like Botox, and also along with treating the wrinkles, we'd also treat few problematic areas with fillers, so that would result in very good treatment. Botox is not only for 40s or 50s. Wherever you have a person with, so if I give more expression, I will have this wrinkle. So whoever has more wrinkles can get Botox done. Amit Kumar sir is asking, is there any side effect for laser treatment and laser hair removal? So there's no such side effect for laser hair reduction if it's done under certified dermatologist and with a USFDA approved laser. It's always safer than your traditional hair removal methods, and even brightening laser, it's completely safe. It'll just result in skin brightening, nothing more than that. Manav Das sir is asking, it's a very good question, sir. Does use of sunscreen cause acne? This is a common, I could say complaint, which many of my clients will tell. They'll be like, ma'am, I've invested so much in this cream, and what happened? Finally, it resulted in acne. That's not exactly the case. First, you should know your skin type and choose the products wisely according to your skin type. See, for example, you have super acne prone skin and already your pores are blocked. On top of that, if you apply a thick layer of moisturizer, what happens? Obviously that will result in more clogging. So Sai Gol sir is asking how to reduce dryness of your hair. So you can first you follow right shampooing techniques. So right shampooing techniques I meant is, you have to wash your hair with a mild shampoo, and the shampooing should be over within 60 seconds, because I see a lot of people who use so much of shampoo. You should always use a diluted one. Say 1:4 dilution is an ideal dilution. You have to use a diluted one, and you have to finish the entire thing within 60 seconds, because see, many of them rinsing nicely for 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and using a strong shampoo without diluting, it's obviously going to result in dryness. And at home you can apply the traditional curd, egg white and everything. Nagraj sir is asking, what are the tips for protecting skin texture? So like I told you, if you have rough skin, first just rule out the cause. Is it because of your scars? you can get treatment done for your scars. That will automatically result in softening of your skin. For example, if you have lots of open pores or acne prone skin that is leading to roughness, you can just follow your simple skincare routine. Or if you have so much acne prone skin, you can start on salicylic acid based face wash, and that will help in reducing those acne pronicity to some extent. Ma'am, Lohitan sir is again asking, ma'am, is sunscreen really necessary, sir? Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the best tips is use sunscreen every day. Be it winter, be it summer, whether you're indoors or outdoors, you have to apply sunscreen, because as I told you, there are two things. There is intrinsic aging and there is also extrinsic aging. Okay, so you need to apply sunscreen daily. If you're outdoors, you need to reapply it. Narsimachari sir is asking, na hair baga dry out, sir. As I told you, just see whether you are following improper shampooing techniques and everything. So it will prevent you. Ma'am, SPF 30 is enough for Indians? Yes, sir. SPF 30 is ideal for Indian skin. You can reapply once. Ashwin Chaudhary Ramnini sir is asking, ma'am, really dairy leads to acne? Sir, actually what happens is acne is caused due to increase in sebaceous activity, which is clogging you. So if your pore is like this, there is so much of sebaceous activity that is clogging it completely, resulting in acne bump. So the dairy products are proved that they increase your sebaceous activity. So it's better if you reduce your dairy consumption, especially when you have so much of acne prone skin. Chilka sir is asking, I'm having thyroid and I'm losing hair. What should I take a precaution, sir? Make sure your thyroid levels are under your control, and if you have any male pattern baldness, it's better to get early treatment done. Hi ma'am, we are not, Bharat sir is asking, we are not even coming out of our home during this lockdown period, especially my child is 2 years of age. We will be short of vitamin D. So basically what I would suggest you is at least 5 minutes of your time get out and be under the sun, at least 5 minutes a day. I don't think it's a difficult thing for all of us. And then get your vitamin D levels checked, and if you're in deficient phase, then you can start supplements. Manjunath Manju is asking, ma'am, I'm using matte finish sunscreen from last 2 years. It's safe for any precaution? Please let me know. If it is suiting your skin type, then you can continue with that, not an issue. But make sure it is of SPF 30 to 40 and you're reapplying it. Venugopal sir is asking, how to stop my hair fall without medication and what type of food? Sir, if medication is required, better to take medication. And if you're asking me nutrition side, have more protein rich food like dry fruits and all your protein rich food to protect the hair. Sirisha Sadhu sir is asking, please suggest some mild shampoos. How to identify whether a shampoo is mild? Mild shampoo you have in both Cetaphil range and Sebamed range. How to identify whether the shampoo is mild? You take small shampoo, and if you rub it, if you have more foam, it's a strong shampoo. If you have less foam, it's a mild shampoo. Simple. You can select any of your brand and make sure you dilute it and use it. Hi Swarna. Swarna ma'am is asking, what is a pH balanced toner? These days we are hearing about 3-step or 5-step skincare routine. Do we really need to do all these in our busy lives? Hi ma'am. Actually, we need to do this skincare routine. You can use a mild pH of 3 to 5 is okay. You can use a mild toner, cleanser followed by toner followed by sunscreen if you have an acne prone skin, and if you have serious acne prone skin, you can use your toner twice. It's just an astringent to clean your pores, that's it. Srilata Garu is asking, ma'am, how to prevent post-delivery hair fall? Ma'am, post delivery, you have to be on your supplements of calcium and multivitamins. That will, to some extent, reduce the hair fall. If not, you'll have very severe hair loss. So, better concentrate on your supplements because it's a very challenging period where you have to take care of the baby and also yourself. So, make sure you take so much of nutritious food and also supplements which are required. So, that will prevent to some extent. Naidu Appala sir is asking, ma'am, my skin is very dry, what will I do? Sir, you can start with your mild cleanser and a moisturizing sunscreen in the morning, and also moisturizer and at night, and also make sure you apply on a damp skin, when the skin is little wet. Apply when your skin is damp. That will help, and if you feel it's more dry, you can reapply your moisturizer. And Sai Pudila sir is asking, best way to get rid of pimples and acne. Like I told you, healthy skincare routine. There is no way of preventing from coming up. Throughout the life we may have one or two acne. That's completely fine. That suggests also a healthy skin. Uh, if you have mild pimples, like I told you, good skincare routine with benzoyl peroxide or retinol based creams at night and sunscreen in the morning. If you have very severe acne, you should definitely get treated. Swanagaru is asking, I work out every day and my hair gets sweaty. Should I be using shampoo every day to keep it clean? Yes, ma'am, you can definitely use shampoo every day. Use a mild shampoo, like I told you, dilute and use it every day. That's completely fine. Rahul Sawan sir is asking, what are the precautions to be taken to stop early graying of hair? So graying of hair is completely genetic, sir. There's nothing much you can do, but concentrate on having nutritious food. That is much. And if you have initial stages of graying, you can start on calcium pantothenate and other supplements. Amit sir is asking, ma'am, is it important to use shampoo and conditioner of same brand? Nothing like that, sir. You can use any mild shampoo or any mild conditioner. That's completely your choice. Bhimsan Pradhan sir is asking, is dandruff one of the reason for hair fall? Dandruff will not actually cause the hair fall. It's just that you will have so much of irritation when you have dandruff. So you have to keep your scalp clean. Ankita ma'am is asking, how to reduce skin pigmentation. Um, Ma'am, first and foremost, like I told you, you have to apply sunscreen every day, and the area of pigmentation, you can start a few good brightening creams, and then if it's reducing, fine. If it's not reducing, better you go for procedures. That will result in complete flawless skin, and you can maintain it like that. Sirisha Sadhu was asking, please suggest some mild shampoos. Like I told you, all Cetaphil range shampoo and Sebamed shampoos are all mild. Ramesh sir is asking, madam, nowadays which is the best sunscreen pH value? Market, so many are available. You can go with brands like UV Smart Gel sunscreen. That's like the very good brand from Mankind. You can go with that. Mesh Yaganti sir is asking, how to prevent skin wrinkles in the age of 25 years. Follow good skincare routine, and wrinkles are just lines of expression. So So observe yourself in a face, which expression you're doing more. So for example, if you're doing this much, you'll have wrinkles here. So observe that first in the mirror. So if you feel you're doing that expression more, you reduce it consciously. That will help in future to reduce the wrinkles. Ramin sir is again asking the question, do we need sunscreen on cloudy days or indoors? You definitely need sunscreen on cloudy days and also indoors. Sai sir is asking, madam, suggest good sunscreen for oily skin. You can go with UV Smart Gel sunscreen. It's a good sunscreen for oily skin. Hair fall increases with weight gain. Please carry. It's not true. It won't increase with weight gain. You should only look if you have any PCOD which is causing you weight gain, hair loss, acne, and thicker hair. That should be ruled out. There's no relation with weight gain and hair loss. Aishi ma'am is asking, is it possible to prevent dark circles? Yes, ma'am, it's definitely possible to prevent dark circles. If there are mild, you can start with normal eye creams, night eye creams. If there are little more, you can get treatments done. Ramesh Aganti sir is asking, is it safe to use steroid tablets? Is it safe? So that depends on why they gave you steroids. You can just send us a prescription, then we can talk about it. But it's never safe to use any steroid creams on the face, because I see a lot of people using over counter Tenovate and Betnovate on their face. Please don't use them over the counter on your face. That's gonna cause you several side effects than the instant glow you see. They're not at all safe. So Neil Wilson said, in winter does it require to use sunscreen? Yes, yes. Winter, summer, everywhere. How many times we have to apply sunscreen per day? Naveen sir is asking. It's a good question. You can apply 8 a.m., 12 p.m. and 4 p.m. 3 times. Sai sir is asking, is neem or almond tablets can cure pimples? No sir, please don't apply all those things. I see a lot of people applying sandalwood paste, turmeric, neem and everything on acne. So it's already infected. Acne, there you have Propionibacterium acne, bacteria in that. The more you apply other things, you're gonna infect it more. So ultimately what happens, the size becomes bigger. It gets so much infected. So please avoid using anything on your face if you have acne. When you have clear skin, you can use them. Say skin which is little dry or clear, you can use those things, but it's not at all advised to apply anything on your acne. I'm not even suggesting you to touch your acne with your hand. So definitely no to all those things. Triveni ma'am is asking, I'm having a lot of hair loss and dandruff. Any suggestions to get rid of dandruff permanently? Ma'am, you can start with your ketoconazole 2% shampoo. And if it's not reducing, I would suggest you to go over for an online consultation. We'll see what type of dandruff it is, and we can suggest the treatments accordingly. Prema Mahajan ma'am is asking, which is a better method to cover grey hair, application of henna or using of hair color? I think henna is better than the hair color, because if you're not allergic to hair dyes, you can apply it. To start with, we can start with henna, because once you're used to hair color, you're not gonna come back. Munnabai sir is asking, you look wonderful, how to get the same look as you are? Sir, it's not an overnight thing. There are so much of skincare routine and so much of effort put onto it. So I would suggest everyone to do that. Srinivas sir is asking, my friend have taken biotin tablet for 3 months. Can you tell me the treatment options? Sir, it's not like you just take supplements, or it's not like that. It's better you ask him to do an online consultation with us. We'll see the cause and treat accordingly. Because many of my clients would ask me the same question, ma'am. This cream worked wonders on her skin. When I started using the same cream, it didn't do that much. The shampoo worked well on her hair, but for me, it didn't suit. So it's not others. You should actually know your skincare type and then follow it. And if biotin worked for somebody else, it's not this thing that it should work for you also. First, we have to rule out the cause and treat you accordingly. It's not the same for everyone. Praveen sir is asking, can you suggest any black dots removal moisturizer? Sir, if you have any black spots, you can go with brightening creams and start them. Moisturizers will help in preventing the dryness of your skin. And please suggest good sunscreen for oily skin. UV Smart Gel sunscreen is like the best one. Sirisha is asking, is hair serum good to use or it causes any damage to hair? If it is good, please suggest how frequently we can use any hair serum. So it's better if you use any hair serum with endopeptide, that's a better one. Or if you're using any leave-on serums, you have to apply on hair when it is 80% wet. So whenever you wash your hair, you can apply the serum. It's not a regular thing. So if you're using any serums with like endopeptides, you can use them every day on your scalp. But if you're talking about texture of the hair, you can use it on 80% wet hair and don't touch your scalp, only till here. And Surya Rao, good morning. Good morning. Manoj sir is asking how to get rid of oily skin. Sir, as I told you, the type of skin, whether you have oily skin or dry skin, follow a good skincare routine, and gradually it will reduce once you cross that age. Please suggest shampoos and also soaps for oily skin. Venkat Swami sir is asking. Oily skin, it's better you go with salicylic based face wash, not soaps for your face. It's better you go with a mild face wash. That's a better thing. Madam, is minoxidil safe in pregnancy? No, absolutely no. In pregnancy, don't use anything. Any other questions? Sai Podila sir is asking, is it safe to apply vitamin E tablet on face? Like I told you, sir, if you don't have any acne, then you can apply vitamin E and vitamin C. They are like the best. And if you're above 30 years, you can start with hyaluronic acid based serums. Okay, guys, I think it's a fantastic session. It was very nice interacting with you all. For any queries, please contact our SkinMed number 9391082255, and we are available for online consultations. We are still in quarantine mode. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you. Bye bye.